Hey, it's Miss Drake here with two helpers. This is Landon and Carrie, and today they're going to help us make some computer buddies for our celebration of Star Wars Week, so may the 4th be with you. And this is mine, an example of what it looks like. And so what it does, Baby Yoda, he hangs on the side of the computer and just hangs out there with you, so we're going to show you how to make that.
He's so cute though.
So let's talk about the resources that you're going to need to get started. The first thing, the main thing, is going to be some paper. It can be white paper, it can be any kind of paper. You're going to need some glue of some sort. You're going to need scissors. And you're going to need pencils, and maybe coloring pencils or a pen. Something to trace with too. I used a can of just seltzer water. And so we're going to use those to get started. So it depends on how you want to go about making your computer buddy. You can either hand draw them or go the easy way, which we are going to do. You can do some pictures. So Carrie's going to get the Baby Yoda.
Oh, so cute.
Landon's going to get Darth Vader. And what am I going to get? You guessed it, Thomas Jefferson. So you can make them in two different sizes. You can make them kind of bigger or a little smaller. We're going to make them a little smaller so they don't cover up so much of your computer screen. So we're going to start out with our paper. So Landon's picked black, Carrie green, and I've picked yellow. So the first thing you're going to do is, to make a small one, you're going to cut your paper in half. So you can just fold it in half, and then you can cut it at the crease. Pretty simple. Oh, sorry. Did I elbow you?
Yeah.
Sorry. So everybody gets a half of a sheet of paper.
What?
Landon, Carrie, Mom. Okay. So now, guys, what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece of paper, just like we've done before, and you're going to fold up the corner. Okay?
Like this?
So you're going to fold up the corner to where it looks like this. We're going to make a square. You have to start out with a square.
Mom.
Okay? Is we're going to cut off the bottom or top, whichever way you're holding it, so that you have a square. Your turn. Okay, once everybody has their squares, it already has a fold. So what you're going to do is you're going to open it, and you're going to fold it the opposite way. So you're going to make those two lines touch. So you're going to form a triangle like this. So you're just going to fold it the other way, so that when you open it, it forms an X. Then you're going to fold it back with the point up. Okay? You're going to lay it down in front of you, and you're going to begin folding for your computer buddy. Now, to actually make the pocket to hang on the corner of your computer, you're going to take this bottom edge, and you're going to fold it up to where that center fold is. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side. So you're going to have a piece of paper that looks like this. So now that you have your piece of paper like this, you have a little diamond shape in the middle. You're going to take just this front side right here. You're going to take that point and you're going to fold it down to the bottom. And you're going to crease that. Now you're ready to finish up your pocket just by tucking in your little wings here. So what you do is you take the first wing and you're going to fold it over and tuck it into the flap. You're going to press it down and crease it really good. And then you're going to do the same thing with the second wing. You're going to fold it up and tuck it in to your pocket. Pretty simple. So now your pocket's ready to hang on your computer. So now you're ready to see if your pocket fits on the corner of your computer, just like that. Now you can fit it in either way.
Can you draw a face?
You can draw a face on it. It's up to you. You can turn it this way if you'd like. That takes up a little more room. So what we've got now is we're ready to glue whatever we want to do to make our buddy. So now we're ready to glue our faces. If you printed off who you want to add to your computer buddy, you can just glue it and it'll stick. And you can put them on the side of your computer with the glue stick. So the trick is when you glue them on there, you might have to hold them tight for just a little bit so they won't fall off. Might want to count to what? 10 maybe?
Or 20 or 30 or 40, 50, 60, 70,
What?
80, 90, 100.
However long it takes for them to stick on there. And then your buddy is ready to go. Yours ready? Need to hold yours a little longer, Landon, or is yours ready? All right. So now your computer buddies are ready. You can put them on the corner of your computers. They can hang out with you. I'm going to put yours on the other corner. There's Baby Yoda. And there's Darth Vader. Of course, mine is going to be Thomas Jefferson. And there you go. You've got an easy computer buddy. Now, let's make it a little more difficult and talk about Baby Yoda. Okay, so for cute little Baby Yoda, you're going to get a piece of paper. The thinner the better usually, but if you have colored paper, that's great. Or if you have white paper, you can just color it in. So this paper happens to be a little gray, kind of like Yoda's pram. So the first thing I need to do is make a square. So I did the same thing that I did before. I folded a triangle up and I cut the long end off. Put that aside so that I have a square. And it already has a crease in the middle. I need to crease the other way. So I just fold it up so that I have an X. And then once I'm done with that, I'm ready to fold it to make the actual pocket. So put the paper in front of you with the point up, the triangle pointed up, and you're going to take this bottom edge and you're going to meet it to the middle crease that you have. So you're just going to fold it up like that. You're going to fold the other end up the same way so that now you have kind of like a diamond. Once you're done with that, you're going to open the wings and you have a little diamond shape in the middle, but you have two of those. You're just going to take the top one, the one right in front of you, and you're going to take that point and you're going to fold it down so that it makes a little pocket inside. So there's going to be your pocket. To finish the pocket, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of the wings that you have here, and again, you're going to tuck it in. This paper's kind of thick. Crease it really good. You can do the same thing with the other wing. You're going to fold it up, and you're going to tuck it in so that you have a little pocket. You can put that on, you can use it as a bookmark, or you could put it on the corner of your computer. You can kind of crease it really good so that it sticks, just like that. Next, we're going to try to figure out how to make Baby Yoda. So for Baby Yoda's got some green, any color green's fine, some brown. I even use these as just scrap paper. And so I'm going to cut Baby Yoda out of these colors. First thing I want to do is to make the little round pram that Baby Yoda rides around in. So in order to do that, I'm going to take my pencil. I've got a little can of soda here, and so I'm going to make a small curve around the top because I'm going to try to cut out a circle. But you have to be careful about where you cut. So I kind of have a general idea of where I want to have my cut. I want to cut off this top, but don't cut all the way through the sides. Don't cut a circle around all the way out. If you cut it all the way out, this won't work. So what you have to do is pick a place and kind of start. It's going to be a little tough depending on how thick your paper is. And then there's the top cut. But again, you're going to leave this spot here. You're going to cut off just these tips. And then keep cutting until it's kind of a circle, even an oval shape. Until you're happy with it. There we go. Make sure that it's still going to open up kind of like a circle. You're going to be ready to then make your Baby Yoda to go on it. Now you can either put Baby Yoda on this side, so you can put him here. But the problem is you're going to be placing your computer buddy on the edge of your computer, so you need to make sure which side you want up and which side you want facing down. So you can either move it this way or if you put it this way, it's going to look like that. So just be aware of which way you want it to go. So I'm going to do my Baby Yoda right here, and he's going to kind of hang off the edge right there. So the next thing I'm going to do with my little Baby Yoda pram is I'm going to draw the little lines that's on the pram. So it's kind of just two lines with like a couple of buttons in the middle. That's what it looks like. So that's all we're doing. I'm not a very good drawer. That's okay. He's just going to hang out with me while I do my work. And I got a little pencil mark here I can erase. Get rid of that. Now I'm ready to cut out Baby Yoda. So I'm going to take my green paper. I'm going to kind of ballpark it, really. I'm going to cut out an oval for Baby Yoda's head. We've got kind of an elongated head. So I'm going to cut those out. You can also draw it in if you want to. Just cut out a head that you think is going to fit into the pram. It looks like it probably fit. Little Baby Yoda right there. And now you're going to cut out his ears. In order to do that, what I would recommend you do is kind of tracing those. And so fold your paper in half, because that way you can have two equal ears. And then what you can do is use the edge here kind of as a straight point. So you're going to kind of draw them out. Now, Baby Yoda's ears kind of looks like this. They're flat on top. So you might want to make like something that looks like an L and then curve it back down so that it looks something like that. And then you're just going to cut around the ears. Ta-da! Baby Yoda ears. And so what you're going to do is you're going to need to glue the ears in, and then we'll make the Baby Yoda face. So I have my glue stick, I have my pen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw him a little Baby Yoda face. So he kind of has teardrop shaped eyes. His eyes are kind of big. So I'm going to give him some big old eyes here. And then I'm going to color them in. Kind of give him a little shiny spot on the very end. So I'm going to color in his eyes. And give him a cute little nose. Kind of like this so far. And then you need to figure out what mouth. Do you want a happy mouth, a sad mouth, a mouth? Whatever you want to do, you could draw that in. I like Baby Yoda smiling a little bit, more like a smirk. So there's a Baby Yoda smirk. And now for his ears, what you can do, figure out which way they're going to go. The flat part goes on the top. So the flat part goes on the top, and the curved part goes on the bottom. And so what you can do is kind of draw in a little, almost like a little curl almost, towards the flat part. I'll show you that again. So that it, if you're taking a look, kind of curls down, kind of like that. So that his ears kind of look like that. Got it on the wrong side. His ears will be backwards. Kind of like that. So, we're ready to put our Baby Yoda ears on. So all you got to do is just glue them down. Just put a little bit of glue on there. Hold them down. A little bit of glue. Put Baby Yoda ears on. So that's pretty much it. Oh no, his ear fell off. That's tragic. Try that again. So that his ears are on. Might have to hold it for a second. We'll pause the video. So his ears are glued on. That's good. They're sticking. And so now you need his little wrap thing that he wears. And so just take a little piece of brown paper. Eyeball it just a little bit. And now you're ready to put them together to where you have the glue on his little wrap, and you're going to put that on the pram at the top, like that. I have to hold it on there for a second to get the glue to stick. And then also Baby Yoda. Put a little bit of glue on the back of his head. Kind of stick his head right kind of inside there. There we go. And hold it for just a second so that he's ready to stay put. You know, he never stays put wherever you leave him. So there's Baby Yoda. Now you can also cut out 2 little circles, green circles, for his hands. So for his hands, you can take a little strip of green paper, fold it in half so they'll be the same size, eyeball it, cut out 1 circle, which you'll have 2, for his little hands. And then all you'll have to do is take your glue. This is always tough with these little pieces of glue. And stick them right there on top of the brown where his hands would be if they were sticking out. There we go. Just like that. Oh no, the glue stuck to me. There we go. And now Baby Yoda needs to sit and dry for a minute. So here's my Baby Yoda, ready to sit on my computer and just hang out with me, like that. Or I also did one where he's upside down and he's unhappy. So there you go. They're ready to go. Just remember, you'll probably need to take them off before you close your computer. But then we also have to do one more. Got to do a bad guy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our hat. This is half a sheet of construction paper. And we also need to make a square. So in order to do that, fold a triangle where the edges meet here. I bet you can guess what we're going to do next. We're going to cut that extra part off so that we have a square. Once we have a square, we're going to make sure that we fold it to where we have an X. Then once we have the X, you're going to fold it back to where the triangle is pointing away from you. And you're going to fold the bottom edges up to the center. One more time. It'll kind of be shaped like a diamond in front of you. You have these little 2 wings, but inside you have that diamond. Take the top piece of the diamond, and you're going to take the top point and fold it all the way to the bottom. Just like that. And then you're going to tuck in your wings so you make your pocket. Crease it really good so it sticks. And there you have your pocket. So this is going to be Darth Maul. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of red paper. Of course, I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper. You want to make a circle that's going to fit inside, or if you want to do it on the outside, you can. But I'm going to put this guy on the inside here, so you know he wears a hood. So make sure you have a circle that will fit inside of this little pocket. So again, I'm going to use my little drink container here, and I'm going to really quickly sketch out a circle, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to flip it over. So it's got to be kind of small, so I'm going to cut that out. And then we're going to have to cut out some triangles, white triangles, to make his horns, and a yellow circle to make his eyes. So once you get your circle cut out, make sure he'll fit up in there, so he'll look kind of like that. And there he is, kind of sitting in there, being all bad. Sketch or template so you can use your glue stick, because his eyes are kind of big. And so you can cut on the inside of that circle right there, just to make it a little bit smaller. However you cut out Darth Maul's eyes, what you need to do is you need to make it a half circle. So cut that circle in half. So there you have 2 eyes for Darth Maul. Kind of big, but there they go. And then you're going to have a piece of white paper to cut out his horns. So just make about 5 horns, and you can just cut them out real quick. And then you're going to glue those suckers to the top of his head. So I got my Sith Lord ready. He's got his horns and he's got his eyes. So now I've got to decorate him just a little bit. So he has kind of like these scary bloodshot eyes. And so what I did is I just put some black in there at the top, and then I also just traced around him, and then just drawing in those bloodshot eyes. And then we're going to put on those markings on his face. And then we'll be ready to put him in the bookmark. So the first pattern I'm going to draw in is kind of the center of his face. And so he's got this long triangle that kind of comes down to his eyes, and then these two other triangles, and then kind of the end of his nose, and then an unhappy mouth. And then I'm going to color in the triangle here, and then the two diamonds right there for his nose. So I've colored those in, and now I've also added the outside markings, which is just basically kind of like a little mark there on each side equally, and kind of like an M at the bottom, and I'm going to color in all of those around the edge of his face. So once I've colored in those markings around his face, also I've colored in just a little bit around the horns, and then he's got these like weird lightning bolt things coming from his horns to connect his eyes from the top to the bottom. And then there's some markings below his eyes where there's just a line that comes down, and then kind of like an L, backwards L shape coming up off of those. And then we have Darth Maul, a Sith Lord, ready to go. He looks so happy. So now all I'm going to do is take a little bit of glue. I'm going to put it on the back of Darth Maul's head. He won't mind. Then I'm going to glue him into my little bookmark right here, or my computer buddy. So he's there with his little hood on. And for this one, this guy's going to hide right here because, of course, he's a Sith Lord. So whenever someone comes and takes him off, he's right there. Maybe it'll scare him. Of course, you can also always put Baby Yoda on the other side. There we go. So now we have Darth Maul, Baby Yoda. Hope you like those. One more thing. So lastly, I thought this was pretty cool. For graduates, you can make a graduation cap. So you start out with a black square piece of paper, and then you put the X in, you fold the X in, and then it's just like we've been doing on the video. You're going to fold the bottom edge to the center, bottom edge to the center. So you have a little diamond in front of you. Open up the flaps, take the top point, you're going to fold it down. This paper is a little bit faded. And then you're going to tuck the wings in here and here. Makes a little bit of a bigger bookmark. So you see the difference in size between Baby Yoda and this one. So now what you can do is you can write on the outside edge for your bookmark. So you can write on the outside of it, because your little pocket's right here. You're going to use that either on the corner of your computer or as a bookmark. And then if you had a little tassel, what you could do is poke a little hole through the center with your pencil. And then you can put your tassel through, just thread it through. And then you'll tie a knot to keep it from coming loose on the back side, like that. And now you have a cute little graduation cap that you can use as either a bookmark or, again, put it on the corner of your computer. So now here's Carrie's computer. She's got a Baby Yoda on one side. She can flip him over like that too. And she's got a graduation cap as well. She's ready to go. So I hope you like those. Give those a try and let me know in our discussion how you did and what you thought. And if you made anything different, sky's the limit on this. You can be creative, but may the 4th be with you.